Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are out here. Happy Saturday night. ESMR Hour is now live and in full effect. I'm your man, Bo. I'll be playing the best in indie hip hop that we have to offer you. Also, we get outside of hip hop. I don't want to be pigeonholing for what the channel does. I'm your man, Bo, man. Thanks for rocking with us. Happy Saturday night. Lots going on in the world. Andrew Tate's in a lot of trouble, man. We're talking new drinks from Pepsi. We're talking animal sacrifices in Detroit. And Dr. Dre might sell his catalog. A lot of stuff, a lot of news, a lot of music tonight, man. Thanks for rocking with us one time for the gang. ESMR Hour. Let's get into some music. The first song of the night comes to us by way of Phoenix. Big shouts to the gang here. This is Tater Crown, Sober, featuring J-Ro of the Alcoholics and Vel. Shouts to Ice-T, shouts to Merkins. He's been working with some Arizona talent. Ice still looks good. He's got to be in his 60s right now. West Coast sound early on this one. Let's go. Hit that like button.
Popping like a pistol, proposition bitches, get money by the fistful. Nigga, what's the issue? We only just begun. Crown is on the speech, the beat is on C1. Niggas steady spilling, toasted in the building. Smokeaholic, chronic, on the ceiling. Used to be a villain.
He's riding the beat with ease. I like what I like the most about this right now is the easiness of it. It's real easy. He's not doing too much, but it's just enough. It's kind of like a floater. If you watch basketball, you ever see a dude go to the hole and do a floater? It's just enough. It's very pretty. It's very poetic. He's really hitting the nice flow. This sounds good, man.
Yeah, take the crizzle, popping like a pistol. Proposition bitches, get money by the fistful. Nigga, what's the issue? We only just begun. Crown is on the speech, the beat is on C1. Niggas steady spilling, toasted in the building. Smokeaholic, chronic, got me on the ceiling. Used to be a villain, now
girls looking good.
All my homies Chiefs never loved the Pilgrims. Shit can get tribe on liable to be.
All my homies Chiefs never loved the Pilgrims. That's hot.
Geronimo. I don't put the snow up my nose, I get abominable. Get the breaking out of my switch to every molecule. And then I grab the mic and start spitting out all this rocket fuel.
Breaking down the green to every molecule.
Oh, it gets drastic over here. You niggas rapping, sounding plastic.
Saucy. What up, one, yeah?
Capping and we laughing over here, homie.
It's definitely some rider music, man. This is definitely some in your car on a Friday night music. At the, if you have those things on the vehicle and you want to hit the switches, this is definitely switch hitting music right here.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go, here we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all.
And if you follow in the video, he looks like he's in rehab, and everybody around him smoking and drinking. So it's actually kind of deep if you're paying attention.
Here we go, nigga. Here we go, y'all.
Saucy.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. It's the J to the road with the liquid for show. When it comes to drinking, you can say that I'm a pro. But if I go sober, man, I just don't know. Can I bring the same energy and keep the same flow? If I quit drinking.
And I know about the Alcoholics, man. I know hip hop. I'm not a basic hip hop fan out here. I'm aware of the Alcoholics, but the vibe that the homie Tay set, it's this just taking me back to the 80s. I don't need that.
For sure, when it comes to drinking, you can say that I'm a pro. But if I go sober, man, I just don't know. Can I bring the same energy and keep the same flow? If I quit drinking gin, will I stop getting spins? If I'm done with rum, will I lose all my friends?
But he said some real things, though. He said if he gives up drinking, will he rap as well? So the message is there. I have to say that.
And I still say cheers without a six-pack of beers. Do I need a liquid courage to erase all my fears? Women won't get frisky if I don't hit the whiskey. If I don't get them tipsy, they won't tell me that they miss me. Can I dine with a dime?
Hey, so as much as I didn't necessarily love I didn't like the most the change in styles, right? That's what I didn't like about it. But what he's telling you some pretty real. This is good storytelling. This is some classic hip hop storytelling too. Like he's talking about his real fears if he gives up drinking. That's dope, man. That's dope.
If I don't bring the wine, no tequila and lime, would they still be mine? If I get sober, will my career be over? Will I lose all my fans if I quit blowing dope?
Yeah, that's legit though. That's legit.
Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic.
That's legit though. So I didn't love the change in styles, but the verse content was dope. You don't get content in verses like that anymore, man. So I definitely respect that.
Here we go, liquid. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here we go, y'all.
I rocks with this one though. Like I said, I didn't like the two flows together didn't work for me. You know, the hook was cool though. I thought Tay's verse was very solid. I don't know. I would have wanted somebody that maybe came in and rapped a little faster, maybe at a different pitch. You know, just to kind of change the song up a little bit. And now, as much as he took me back with the kind of flow, he also gave a message that you don't get anymore. So I really love the hook. It was all kind of old school. I had to say that. Even I'm a effing alcoholic. Like that reminds me of some that Jay-Z song. I had to think of it. It's off the Dynasty album. Give me that same, that fast, that gushy stuff. But the ones you mean, it had that kind of like throwback feel to it. So all in all, I think that's about a 90 for me. The second verse didn't wow me, but the content wowed me though. You know, I think if you could deliver that content in a more current fashion, you know, that would be dope. The Alcoholics, a 90s hip hop group, fairly successful too. So no disrespect intended. But yeah, man, it needs to sound more current. Let's get into some more music. We'll be talking about Andrew Tate in a minute. Do y'all know about Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate is an openly misogynistic dude, man. And in complete honesty, I think sometimes he says things that guys think. But there's a difference between thinking something and saying something, right? So he Snoop Dogg that drank, not smokes. I feel that. What would you rate that out at, Wanye? Shouts to everybody in the gang. Early Taste, Nate in the Bill, London's grimiest. He said it's 2 a.m. out there, but he's still rocking with his big shouts. He had a show earlier tonight, man. I was out doing something with my kids. I should have tapped into that. I apologize. How'd that show go, bro? Big shouts to my man FF. He's 6'5", my man Body Jumper. Body Jumper's got some music coming later tonight. We're going to get some more music right now. We're going to talk about Andrew Tate, though. He's in a lot of trouble. Got caught up on some sex trafficking charges, and it's not looking great. Let's get into this next one. This is Samad Savage. So Samad Savage, he's a pretty successful, I would say, kind of underground artist so far. I took a poll. So tonight is Instagram.
I know it's past.
Oh, no. So I took a poll. I kind of sent out a message on my Instagram. Send me all your underground gems from undiscovered artists that you think are dope. So I got a lot of great music tonight. I'm going to be playing a lot of that tonight. And we've also got some joints coming to us from the hometown heroes, such as my guy Wanye. So let's get into this. This is Samad Savage, and I've seen his music out there before. I'm not unfamiliar with his work. And looking at his socials and at his music in general, his catalog, he's done pretty well for himself. So this is the gray area. The name of this one is Reflection. Instagram recommended. I don't know who recommended it though. I wanted to try to give a shout out to everybody that recommended it, but I couldn't find him. So.
But can I please give him these flowers? I mean, I could have, but I'm visiting. I know it's past visiting hours, but can I please give him these flowers?
Nah, Body Jumper, I probably won't. Body Jumper, I probably won't play that till later in the night. You know, it goes in order from when it's sent. You sent that pretty late, so it'll probably be later on in the show if you want to come back.
I know it's past visiting hours, but can I please give him these flowers? I mean, I could have, but I move like a coward, consumed by all my pride while my ego devoured. I just wanted to know you since my mom's baby shower. I know that
I saw that.
Like a jump from a tower.
I saw that, ROT.
Looking up at the top, it seems like a long way, cause the crawl is always harder than the fall always. Anyway, how's your day? Well, I know you can't answer. See, what you didn't know is bro told me you had cancer, but see, he only told me that it was an early stage. I waited for you to call me and hoping that all this rage that's living inside my heart would turn to an old page. Moving to the chapter after we'll be cool at old age, cause no one wants to carry this feeling to no grave. We'll resort to escaping from those.
So he started off iffy. You know, he was finding his footing early in the verse, but now he's crushing this. And this is almost one of them joints that like I'm almost play some of it back because it's so potent, it's so much in there that you definitely miss it if you don't give it a second pass. So we'll do a mini second pass.
Full of cocaine. When that bro told me you had cancer, but see, he only told me that it was an early stage. I waited for you to call me and hoping that all this rage that's living inside my heart will turn to an old page. Moving to the chapter after we'll be cool at old age. Cause no one wants to carry this feeling to no grave. We resort to escaping from nose full of cocaine. When now I get you can finally listen. The things that you have done that I have never forgiven. You know the punishment you gave that were way more than whippings. And I know you in the coma, but no.
Then punish. He's talking to. Oh, this is deep. Wow, this is deep. He's talking to a family member that's in some kind of coma or cancerous state, talking about the whippings that were way more than just whipping. Like, it's one thing to like spanking children, and really, I've learned over the years you can't spank your children. But this, he's telling this person on their cancer bed, I remember when you went too far. When you whipped me, it was way more than just a whipping. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow.
Finally listen to the things that you have done that I have never forgiven. You know the punishment you gave that were way more than whippings. And
way more than whippings.
I'm forgetting. That one time you brought bagels to the kitchen. Then you saw me spread the jelly, so then you chose to hit it. I'ma hand it to the floor and landed there on my vision. You told me you raising the sun, not no damn bitches. Wait, did you stop to think that I'm not gay? I'm just different and I got a feminine side because my mom's who I live with.
Damn.
Woo. You're initiating homophobia into my spirit, but see I'm strong-minded and I learn a
You're initiating, this is next level. Oh my God. You're initiating homophobia into my system. That's crazy. That's deep, man. That's like 3 levels deep. That's good.
Love myself, and since I know how bullying felt, I can't miss no one else. Damn, another life lesson that you help. It ain't fair that every single fucking thing that you dealt is literally who I am. Somehow subconsciously teaching me how to be a man. Fuck it, you still wrong, and I would never give a damn. Damn, you don't deserve to see me cry. Gotta pop my face with my hand. It doesn't matter that you dying, dad, I don't care. And if I see my siblings crying bad, I don't care. And even if my hatred drives me mad, I don't care. No, I don't care, but shit, I must have from right here. I'm gonna find out if it is worth it. Do I go back on my purpose?
Wow.
I give, have you earned it? And am I letting down my fans if they heard this? Nah, I gotta speak my mind. And shit, when I was younger, I wish I did all the time. Cause I should've let you know how I felt before you were dying. And my brother said to call.
Now I'm gonna say this. So this is a 6-minute song. I gotta be perfectly honest. There's no way I'm getting through a 6-minute song. We're gonna move on from this one shortly. If you're waiting to get a song played, $1 or 2 will get you through on the super chat. But that was Samad Savage. I'm gonna go back in my own personal time and listen to that. I don't want to, like I said, I'm not playing a 6-minute song. I just, in good consciousness, I can't do that. And he's going so bar heavy, I'm gonna have to go back anyway and listen to it. So I'm gonna rate that as it is right now. I thought the mix could have been a little better. I wanted his voice turned up just a little bit because we can kind of hear his pain, but I really wanted to hear his pain. So it needed to be a little bit enhanced. His vocals needed to be a little brighter for me. Outside of that, man, that's crazy. I'm gonna go 92. The rapping, he's like I said, he stumbled out the gate, but like you kind of felt him stumble, and then he caught his rhythm, and oh my God. Yeah, that's crazy, man. We're going to get a song played $1 or 2, get you through on the super chat. We're going to play more music. We're talking about Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is going to jail. Look, man, don't be mean to women. Just don't be mean to women. You don't have to like them. You can stay away from them. Just don't be mean to them. And if they hit you, don't hit them back. Try your hardest not to hit them back. Andrew Tate was caught on tape saying, he was caught on a, somebody recorded him on a call saying that the more he raped a woman, the more she liked it. And that's disgust. That's like, bro, I hope they put you under the jail, and if something happens to you, that's what you get. Like, so don't be mean to women. That's my PSA for tonight, man. Just be nice to women. It's hard to be a woman. Just be nice. So yeah, man. Let's keep things moving. Get us to the next song of the night. The last one, Samad Savage, man, that was crazy right there. Name of that one was Reflection. Next to this one is coming from us Instagram as well. Instagram recommended. The name of this joint is Death Race. It's by Vector Man. This was sent by Taste Nate. Shouts to Taste Nate. First time viewer of the show, I believe. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you'd be so kind. Even if you never come back, let me lie about the numbers. You know what I mean? Let's get into this right now. Death Race. This is Vector Man. Also, if you're looking for Samad Savage on Instagram, you can find him at Samad Savage. SAMADSAVAGE. And Tater Crown, if you're looking for him, TAYDACROWNTTG on Instagram. Tater Crown. Let's get to this next one. I don't know if that's the right song. Felix just hit the super duper, so we're gonna get him popped off in a second. We'll get into this one right now. That's all it works. Supposed to get into the Vector Man joint. We'll get into this one. This is coming up later in the show, but it's here now. So let's just go with what works. This right here is Demon Time. Who is this sent to me by? Big shouts to Yo Beezy, I believe it is. Sent this through. Dope track. I heard some of it. I was pretty impressed. This is Save Our Souls. The name of this joint is Demon Time.
You wanna link up with your friends. You wanna get fucked up, don't pretend. We taking shots and we go. We know you're not coming home. Like nothing new. Your best friend's the blood. Oh,
It sounds real good, man.
that's a whole lot of drugs.
What I actually enjoy the most is the engineering, the airiness of it already. Nice little auto-tune, but it's not overly auto-tuned. It sounds good.
Baby, best friend's the blood. Oh, demon showing no love. Baby, best friend's the blood.
Demon time all the time on the grind. Ain't hold it down, not once, not ever. Looking in the eyes of the devil. Monster hit me, what do you see? Falling too quick.
I like this.
Over time, only getting better. She got pressure, lay that pussy on the stretcher. Yeah, she got a man, I just met her. Down with the blood, we on demon time all the time.
Them drums, that drum, moving into the drums right there was cold. The mix on this, the engineering on this is absolutely gorgeous. The dude singing, like, it's a very light touch. It's like, it's airy, it's buttery. You know what I mean? It's like what a French baguette I imagine would be. You know, a lot of airiness, a lot of fluffiness. Very nice, man.
Say she independent, but for me, she be bending. Yeah, this white girl say my life. She get 445.
Best friend's the blood.
I like this one, man. I like this one, man.
Baby, best friend's the blood. Oh, demon showing no love. Baby, best friend's the blood.
No, need a little more this time. That's on me. That's on me. No, need a little more this time.
I like the change in styles, though. It feels like you're getting
That's on.
more than just one type of sound on this.
Friend's the blood. Oh,
So that little refrain right there was interesting because it was like, I don't know, it was different. It just gave there's a lot of really smart musicality here. It has a certain pace and rhythm that just is really relaxing. And there was nothing, even when the raps came on, there was nothing abrasive about it. This is fantastic, man. I think this is dope.
that's a whole lot of drugs. Baby,
Yeah, this is hard, man.
best friend's the blood. Oh, demon showing no love. Baby, best friend's the blood.
This is nice, man. That right there was Demon Time, Save Our Souls. That was dope, man. Demons in the club. I like that a lot, man. I'm going 96 on that joint. It had everything, man. It had everything. I would listen to it again. That's a playlist joint right there. I gotta get the ESMR playlist going. I'm really trying to focus my life, man. I'm really gonna try to put some time into that. This would make the playlist, no doubt. I'm going 96, man. Drop your scores. Save Our Souls, Demon Time. I want the engineer's number on that, man. Whoever did that was doing some things. Let's get into this next one, my man FF from 6'5". He went ahead and hit the super chat. Felix from 6'5". We got Wanye on deck after that, and then the homie London's grimiest. Let's get in this baller shit. C sharp major, 150 BPMs. My man Felix. Ooh, intergalactic. 89. London said it wasn't thug enough for me. I respect it. 90 from ROT. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I like this one, bro. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Yeah. So that sample is that's nasty, bro. That's nasty. It sounded like some Wizard of Oz in the 70s type. I don't know what the name of that woman singing on there back in that old school Wizard of Oz, but it had that vibe to it with the sample. Very spacey. It felt like Beam Me Up Scotty, like I was going off for the Starship Enterprise. That yeah, buddy. 007 vibes, I can feel that. This is nice, man. Trying to take our heads off. Woo. 808s is in the chest right now. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, this is hard, bro. Yeah. I like this one, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That pattern on the drum right there is real dude too. Yeah, I love that, man. That's dope, man. That's a dope pattern right there. Yeah. Yeah. It's FF, my boy. That's hard. Yeah, that was hard, man. Ooh, I like that in my soul, man. I like that in my soul. I like that in my soul right there, man. What y'all gonna score that, man? I'm flipping through some numbers in my head right now. Cause that was, I can't, okay, so first of all, I can't find anything I don't like about it. It was mixed well as well. That crazy ass drum pattern was dope. The sample was fantastic. It was all well mixed. Yeah, man. I think I'm going 99 like a Madden score out this joint, man, for real. I think I'm going 99 like a Madden joint, man. That's hard. That is hard. And I think it has a lot of versatility, man. I honestly think you could find someone in almost any genre to be able to do something with that. I think I can hear a country song on that. You might have to mess with the tempo a little bit. I can honestly hear a country song. I can hear a pop song. I hear Cameron the most on that. That takes me back to the Cameron days for some reason, like him and Dipset doing some slow but intricate flows over that. I like that. I'm going 99. That was hard to me, man. I don't know. Sometimes I want to do like a second day score. There's so many things I want to do. I want to do like a second day score. Because sometimes I go back through things and they're better than I thought. Sometimes I go back through things and they're worse than I thought. So we're about to get AI robots. We're about to get robots that can defend us in court. That's happening. If you get a ticket, you can actually have a robot, a legal expert robot, help you in court. We're going to talk about that next. Let's get into this next joint. Wanye's getting active, man. Wanye is one of the people that his work ethic is up there. Homie makes me feel bad about my work ethic. Hey, I have kids. I will forever lay on that excuse. Let's get into this Wanye joint right now. This is my boy. We're gonna have to do a quick refresh and then let's get the here we go.
Bad visions and bad decisions. Ugly truth, most of idols is dead or in prison. All we ever taught is get it how we living. So we teach them what we was taught, and that's just so repetitious. All these rappers out, they all claiming gang. Now all these little kids, they all wanna wave a flag. And I ain't hating on the game, cause I'ma stand behind my name. But just imagine if the whole industry rapped about change. Learn to pick your battles, what we doing now working. I seen it firsthand, trust me it isn't worth it. When my best friends got killed, I know he ain't deserve it. My brother sat in the cell, he got convicted of murder. You don't gotta be Odell, don't gotta be Westbrook, don't gotta hit no dope sell. Textbooks, secure checkbooks. Nothing wrong with 9 to 5s if that's what's filling your plate. Nothing wrong with starting businesses if that's what gets you paid. Most of my family is dope fiends, I know that's not my fate. All this hood is fatherhood, my forever straight. This video get no views but get a whole lot of hate, cause I'm rapping about the
protection, they keep that shit for an image. I want beef with ops and be on blocks and have to spin them. I don't get it. They wanna keep us broke. Fuck the system. How I'm feeling. Social media is poison to these children. Y'all make them think it's cool to have a Percocet addiction. Half the time this fentanyl, that's not no Percocet prescription. These kids is being born into a suicide mission. I want you to ask anyone who ever been to prison. Did the gang write you letters? Did these bitches mail you pictures? They just put your name in the bio. Like free my head to God, please. I'm begging you, change your way that we live in, God, please. I'm begging you, the system is corrupt. In the city, never gave a damn about us.
Woo!
Politicians for the rich. Don't I'm just praying on my knees that we all stand up for. Look, man. If you ain't taking anything from anything I just said and you think about pulling that trigger, I want you to go home, sit in your bathroom with the door locked for 24 hours, no cell phone or nothing. And imagine doing that for the rest of your life. And then ask yourself the question, is it really fucking worth it? Look, trouble youth, decisions and bad decisions.
We're gonna play that again. That was heavy, man.
Prison, all we ever taught is get it how we live it.
I like that, man.
We was taught, and that shit so repetitious. All these rappers out, they all claiming gang. Now all these little kids, they all wanna wave a flag. And I ain't hating on the game, cause I'ma stand behind my name. But just imagine if the whole industry rapped about change. Learn to pick your battles, what we doing now, working. I seen it firsthand, trust me it isn't worth it. When my best friends got killed, I know he ain't deserve it. My brother sat in the cell, we got convicted of murder. You don't gotta be Odell, don't gotta be Westbrook, don't gotta hit no dope sell. Textbooks, secure checkbooks. Nothing wrong with 9 to 5s if that's what's feeling.
The message is hard, man.
Starting businesses if that's what get you paid. Most of my family is dope fiends. I know that's not my fate. All this hood is fatherhood. My forever straight. This video get no views, but get a whole lot of hate. Cause I'm rapping about the rail and I just got up on my waist. Why they hate the rail? They only support
Johnny.
Keep a Glock for
What up, bro?
Keep that shit for an image. I want beef with ops and be on blocks and have to spin them. I don't get it. They wanna keep us broke. Fuck the system. How I'm feeling. Social media is poison to these children. Y'all make them think it's cool to have a Percocet addiction. Half the time
He started going ham on this, though.
prescription. Kids is being born into a suicide. I want you to ask anyone who ever been to prison. Did the gang write you letters? Did these bitches mail you pictures? They just put your name in the bio. Like free my head to God, please.
They do be doing that, though.
We live in God, please. I'm begging you, the system is corrupt. In the city schools, they never gave a damn about us. And these politicians for the rich don't give a fuck. I'm just praying
Facts.
that we all stand up for.
Facts. Politicians is for the rich. No lies told.
From anything I just said, and you think about.
Shouts to Wanye, man.
I want you to go home, sit in your bathroom with the door locked for 24 hours, no cell phone or nothing. And imagine doing that for the rest of your life. And then ask yourself the question, is it really fucking worth it?
Woo.
Look.
Wanye. Yeezy. Nah, I can't even do that because I don't respect Yeezy like that. Wanye the GOAT right there. That was hard, man. You know, I like that you started off a little tame. You really played with the volume. So you started at a nice pace. The whole time you kept it very on beat. You kept it very consistent. There wasn't a lot of heavy breaths in there. Your breath control was really nice. The topic, you really moved into the topic of conversation after that fatherhood line. You really got on your conscious kind of rap. And I believe you. That's the number one thing is I believe everything you say. The best thing about you, Wanye, that I continue to see as I see you continue to evolve as an artist is it's still authentic, and I believe you. The biggest thing that you can do as an artist, man, or in any profession, anything you do is make people believe you. Make them believe you're good. Make them believe what you're saying, and that's good. I'm gonna go now. You know that's a very now my only takeaway in a negative sense, not even really in a negative sense, just in a reality sense, is that I don't know that there's a lot of replay value there. You know what I'm saying? After 2 or 3 listens, you're going to be deep on it. You may never listen to it again. That's my only knock on the joint. Overall, I'm going to go 92. I love the rapping. I love the consistency of it. I love the passion in it. You didn't drop any of the bars. There wasn't any iffy spots in it. Very clean, very well delivered. We're going to keep the music rolling right now. We got the homie London's grimiest in the building. I'm excited to hear this, man. I haven't heard nothing from the homie in a second. Big shouts to Wanye for that. That was dope. Big shouts to FF. Y'all are stepping up the expectations out here. London's grimiest. Dre FLG, Paint Away. Happy Saturday, gang. The beat is fun.
erase, take that pain away. The world is in a state, now it's crazy. The music's gonna take that pain away. Roll away to a golden age where everything is streamlined like a rollerblade. But will that ever happen though? That's the whole debate. Cause everybody knows that the whole world's a state. I've been chain smoking to cope with pain in the zone again. Lyrics from the dome to the page. I can feel my spirit is in.
I can listen to this at a roller rink. I love when he made that roller skate line. That was really dope because it immediately made me think of a roller rink. I'm like, yeah, I can see roller skating in this. So that was, I don't know if you did that on purpose, but that was pretty cool.
When I deliver those lyrics and when you listen, when it goes to say, I like
Good night, bro.
Jake and float away. Everybody copes with the pain in their own way. I thank God I better take the pain. I got addicted.
Everybody copes with the pain in their own way, facts.
The cane, he had my back, I made a positive change. We turn the rage into magic. Take the pain and detach it. We take the aim to just smash it and bring it bass. It's just laughing the sound of pace when we rap and give you a taste of that passion. We love the grind because
So you started rushing the flow toward the end of this. I thought you were very even with the raps until that last part. Got a little herky-jerky. You picked up the pace a little bit. Not bad, just it kind of messed up the flow that I was in, the rhythm I was in.
in time with this. The world is smash it and bring it bass. It's just laughing the sound of pace when we rap and give you a taste.
Yeah, that throws it off a little bit.
Because can you get in time with this? The world is in a state now, baby.
I love the hook. Love the hook. Yes, sir. I like that. Yeah.
The music's gonna take that pain away.
The world is in a state now, baby. We came to rearrange, take the pain.
I like that. That's a beautiful vocal right there, too.
It's in a state,
That's a beautiful vocal.
it's crazy. The music's gonna take that pain away. Isn't it fun to watch the
Ooh.
We can't change a thing, but we will still try. I'm sat here on my own, thinking of a better time. If only you here.
This is the thing that I wanna tell you. I hope you ain't missing a thing. Let the message get through. Cause you
So we didn't need another verse. So
we choose.
I would have ended the song on her singing. That would have been a great way to kind of take it out. I like the song though. You know, I thought it was a really chill kind of. It was a vibe. It was like a real chill. It's like a bowling alley song. You know what I'm saying? And that's great. That's very, very sellable. You know, that's sellable right there. I really liked it a lot.
Realize like a Rubik's Cube. We beat the guys on so we can find. It's daily meditation to heal our mind. It's pain and dedication to see the light. Now we need to fly to heal our minds. 'Cause the world is in a state now, baby. People acting shady, kids are having babies, raising generations. Take but never.
Yeah, this is carrying on too long. You didn't need to go this long on it, bro. There's no reason for that.
To take the pain away.
Yeah, there was no reason to keep going on this. Yeah.
World is in a state.
Yeah, no, none of that is necessary. Not at all.
We came to rearrange, take the pain away. The world is in a state now, it's crazy. The music
Yeah, nah.
take that pain away.
So it was at like a 90 at the point where you came in with the last verse. It should have ended with the vocal, that beautiful vocal from that young lady. I thought that was it had like this hipster 90s feel to me. It had this Seattle walking down a dirty street feel to me. I saw that, Johnny. I got you, bro. So that being said, I really enjoyed it. Now because of the extra minute and a half of unnecessary music at the end of that, I think I'm gonna go. I think my man ROT. I think he hit it. I think he hit it on the head. I think I'm gonna go 85 as well. That was a good song though. The vibe of it is. I think you could sell that, man. I think that's a very sellable song. I think that could be a TikTok song. Come up with a stupid dance for it, man, or some weird challenge. So I just found out they're gonna be doing these AI robots to help represent us in court. Listen to this real quick. We'll get into some more music. This is crazy to me, man. The world is changing, but this is really cool. USA Today is reporting that a robot lawyer will fight 2 speeding tickets in court next month using Bluetooth. According to Joshua Browder, CEO of Do Not Pay, this is the first time AI will be used in court. Appreciate you, Gizmo. A salesperson told USA Today that the the robot would argue the case over Zoom. And essentially what it sounds like is this robot can help you with legal information. So it sounds like it's going to be a legal expert. And I think when things come up, they can answer questions. That's how I think it's going to work. So we'll see how it goes. But I think it's going to be a robot that can give you options and different things to say. As far as I can tell, I'm not 100% sure. But it's going to be started with parking tickets. I think that's dope, man. Because I think most people that go to court, they don't know how to fight their case, especially if they're innocent. I got you, Young Nick. I saw that come through. If you're waiting to get a song played, $1 we'll get you through on the super chat. Gizmo, just hit the super chat so we can get Gizmo's songs popping right now. Let's get into it. This is Gizmo. Let's see what the first one is. But yeah, I think AI robots in court is dope. I think that makes me happy. That's a great way to use technology, help people fight their cases, because a lot of these parking tickets are unfair. This is Ungodly, Unpraised King. Scotty Splash on the production. Shouts to everybody rocking with us tonight. Happy Saturday. Great music so far, man. So I think you sent this to us before, but I think it was slowed down. So I new 1-4. That makes me happy. I think you sent this before, but it was the tempo was slower, and you were like, "I'm downright ungodly." So this is like the EDM, the fast version, and I love it so far.
Feeling downright ungodly. Getting sick of life, I've been living here, eh? Getting sick of nights, can barely stay awake. Heavy ass, I feel like my head grinding on me. Sending clouds up out the whip, they're raining on me. A lot of people in my past the most hate me. I'll just skirt inside my lane, just stay banking.
It's got a sad, I know it's got a new mix. Yes, you can, man. Hit the super chat, man. It's a little $ button at the bottom. Yeah, I love the first part. I think you need to do some ad libs on this part to fill it in a little bit. Your voice sounds good, but it still sounds slightly thin.
Sending clouds up out the whip, they're raining on me. A lot of people in my past the most hate me. I'll just skirt inside my lane, just stay banking. I just wanna ball like I'm on the Lakers. Rollies on the wrist, she'll turn faker, then I can't shake her. She gave me signals I could never take her. Religious ties I paid for it later.
So I can hear you pretty well. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Are you talking about a chick giving you singles? That means she's a stripper. I'm not following the song that well, but it sounds really good though. It's very aesthetically pleasing. You know, it's almost like looking at a beautiful painting that you don't really know what it means, but you're like, oh, but it looks dope. You know what I mean?
Hit the gas and move up on the fader. If they wanna talk, they just hate her. Feeling all the hate, picturing my fate, everybody fake. Money in my mind, I've been running out of time, but I'm still gonna try life. Got me feeling low. I've been feeling so long. I'ma do it on my own. Trying to take flight, do it sound right. No one on my side, I'm feeling downright ungodly. I'm always in the back.
So the hook is my favorite part of the song. I like this mix better, for sure.
Feeling downright ungodly.
I like the hook the most though. The energy on it is real dope. The pace on it is better. The vocal still sounds good. You like I think I've told you this a number of times. The only thing I think you need to improve is making songs that make sense. Because what you were saying, and none of it made any sense to me. You did talk about having people that like don't care about you or don't want you in their life, and that kind of ties into the ungodly theme. But I would just love to have you write songs, and maybe you can explain to us in the chat, like, did you have anything that tied back to the ungodly theme? Like maybe I missed it. It sounds really, really good though. So I'm going to go 87 on this because I love the way it sounds. And I'm just trying to pick apart exactly how it all ties together. That's the only, that's my only shortcoming. And I like your style. I think you have a very contemporary style. I think, I think the age group for this kind of music is like 12 to, 30. You got a really big group of people in there that would really resonate with that music. especially folks who, you know, aren't as happy and like sad music. Let's get into the next Unpraised King joint. He hit the super. And then after that, who do we have? We anybody after that? No, we're good. We're all caught up. So if you're waiting a song, play the $2, get you through on the super chat, and then I'll get back to our list, our roster that I have. This is the Unpraised King. This is called Assumptions. Jimmy Hook's on the production.
What's the meaning of all this? I've been in this room puffing on a vape. What's the meaning of all this? Guess it's all down to taste of this vapor I favor. I feel like I'm falling. Everyone's saying that I'm a bad guy. Cling to my issues, but I thought we all did. Hope these women don't be hanging around the great line. Life is not that fun when you do dumb shit. I was on a run and then I found out what luck is. Guess it's just begun.
So I like that part. Life is just a fun. That last line was kind of dope. And I, you know, it's taking you a second to warm up and kind of hit your zone, but I think you're finding it right here.
Around the great life is not that fun when you do dumb shit. I was on a run and then I found out what luck is. Guess
I like that.
But I can't function. Always search for love in wrong places.
I like that.
Puffing nicotine alone in my room again. Girl, I heard you've been locked into. I hate that feeling. When I realize,
I gotta tell you, you have a market, man. You could sell an album to Twilight. If they make more Twilight movies, your music is in it. Because it's just perfect for like the middle school. Like I think my daughter would probably love your music when she's sad, bro. She's 11, and I think this hits all the boxes for that age group.
This won't last till the end, but we can work something out. Maybe get the healing. I've been broke 4 years. Run out of time. I ain't fucking with these fears. Done too many things to be dropping any tears. Going on my mind. I wanna get on your line. Hit you up certain today.
And the way you transition into the next bar, it's not cohesive. It's like, I'll show you what I mean right here.
Get on your line. Hit you up certain.
Hit you up certain. Like it's not, because I think you freestyle. It doesn't feel like you write these out. The song has to have a structure. I mean, I would suggest having your songs with a structure, some kind of structure. 8-bar hook, 16-bar verse, 8-bar hook, whatever the case. Adjust it as you may, but it just feels so unstructured. I struggle to listen to it because of that. As a person who listens to a lot of music, you expect the structure, and when you don't really have that, it's just hard to grab onto.
Today I stay in my lane. I'm sorry, yeah. I'm sorry.
And now I'm kind of bored of it.
What's the meaning of all this? I've been in this room puffing on a vape. What's the meaning of all this?
I don't think the vape part is bad, or this part.
This vapor I favor, I feel like I'm falling. Everyone's saying that I'm a bad guy. Cling to my,
I don't like that.
I thought we all did. Hope these women don't be hanging around the great line. Life is not that fun.
Hey, I don't like that.
Dumb shit.
I like that. So there are parts where you really, life is not that fun when you do dumb shit. It has a rhythm to it. Some of this stuff, it lacks rhythm, and that's what throws me off. Like, I need a rhythm in a particular, there's an expectation of almost a certain cadence and a certain understanding of how to pace the song, and it feels like it goes up and down. And again, I think that's because you're not really taking the time to write your music carefully. It doesn't feel that way. It feels sloppy. I don't know that it is, but that's how it feels.
And then I find out what luck is. Guess it's just begun, but I can't function. Always search for love in wrong places, made assumptions.
And right there was the Unpraised King, Assumptions. You have so much talent, bro. You have a lot of talent. I really think you need to hone in on your song structure and your songwriting skills. You really got to focus on, and I would share your music with the most amount of people in the world. If you're paying attention to the stream right now, please give the Unpraised King some feedback about what you think about the song in general, but then again, the songwriting skill set. For me, it's just a need to be more organized with the music, and it needs to have more of a flow and a rhythm to it. Your vocals, as I've said again and again, are beautiful. That really lacks structure to me, And if it lacks structure and if it lacks a theme and if it lacks coherence, I don't pay attention to it all the way through. So I'm going to go at 80 on that one right there. If you've got some feedback from my man, the Unpraised King, please let him know. But that's my thing. And all you got to do, bro, is, find artists, whatever artist is your biggest inspiration, because you definitely have beautiful vocals. Find artists that you like and listen to how they put together their songs and count out the hooks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count them all out. Understand what it's supposed to be, the structure wise. And then I think you're going to do so much better at the songwriting aspect versus just kind of freestyling the songwriting. Because, I don't know, it might work for you. You might be able to, some people may just love it for what it is. But I think if most people aren't that smart, so they don't have a lot of time or a lot of patience to decode your music. And so that's just my opinion. I'm going to go 80 on the joint. Not because it was bad in any sense of the word, but because it lacks structure to me. Dope melody keeps me entertained, but lack of saying anything is the only negative. A flow switch, a little substance. Yeah, thank you, Wanye. That's very potent advice. It's very, very detailed advice. So I didn't get the email just yet, Tay. As soon as I get it, I'm going to throw your song on. So right now, we'll move into the next one. This is Death Race from Vector Man, and as soon as I get the Tay the Crown joint, I think I'm just waiting on the email to come through the server to update. I will get that one cracking off. How much do you guys think Dr. Dre could sell half of his music catalog for? If you had to make a guess on how much Dr. Dre could sell, it's about half of his music catalog. What you think it would go for? Drop your answer in the chat. Let's get into this next one. This is Instagram recommended to us. Who sent this to me? Let me find his name. Give him a shout out. Tay Snake. Big shout out to Tay Snake. This is Vector Man, Death Race.
War, speed, greed. The floor sees secrets, feels abhorrence. Disgust to spill fluid, spring a leaking, hosted torrent.
Hey G, what up, bro?
No is, no tokens. A respect in the shitty drab arcade, that's my cortex. So I stay unsatiated, no less than everything involved. The weight of that I sling over the shoulders like 100 hog. You out of gas, you flog. This death race is bigger than you thought. You failed at your job, the loss. It's minimal, like particles, an ember to a flame, a cinder, ascended heavenly angels caressing with no egoic image.
Yeah, that's too. I'm gonna do a favor. I'm gonna spin it back real quick one time while I get the next song queued up. Hopefully, Tay's joint came through. If not, we're gonna have to figure that out. Hey Tay, I'm gonna put this email in here again. Send it one more time if you don't mind. I'm sure you just replied to the last one, or sent it to the same thing, but. Do it one more time for me because for some reason it didn't pop up. This is too intelligent for me. I'll be honest. I feel like I'm a smart enough guy, but I'm trying to understand what he's saying, and unless I have time in a thesaurus or a dictionary, I just don't know that I'm able to do it. I love the soundscape though. Lay back, chill. In the cut like cutlery. You know what I'm talking about? Real laid back vibes. 70s vibes.
Yeah. War, speed, greed. The floor sees secrets, feels abhorrence. Disgust to spill fluid, spring a leaking, hosted torrents. But my peers lend no ears, no tokens. A respect in the shitty drab arcade, that's my cortex.
So he said these peers lend their ears, no tokens, and he compared his cortex to an arcade. So it's a lot going on here from a lyrical standpoint. It's a lot happening here. And I can't deny it's kind of dope. It has a MF Doom feel to me where you really have to dissect it. So I do have a respect for the level of thought going into it, but it's still a little too much for me.
I stay unsatiated, no less than everything involved. The weight of that I sling over the shoulders like 100 hog. You out of gas, you flog. This death race is bigger than you thought. You failed at your job, the loss. It's minimal, like particles, an ember to a flame, a cinder, ascended heavenly angels caressing with no egoic image.
Yeah, so that was a lot to me. That like I said, that there's a little bit more than than I was prepared for from a lyrical standpoint. I love lyricism, but I don't want to always have to think super deep. I'm just, I got to be in a special mood for that. And if you look at there's a segment of hip hop lovers that like that. I'm not in that segment, so it doesn't appeal to me as much. Definitely not bad though. Definitely some real rhyme skills and some thoughtfulness that I can respect. I'm gonna go 82 on that joint. Drop your scores right there. West Coast Creations in the building. West Coast Creations. West Coast Creations. Tell you the truth, homie is a spitter. I still haven't seen that song, man. I'm maybe just if it's on YouTube anywhere. You know what? Let me be proactive. Sometimes in life, you just got to be a little bit more proactive about things. You're just gonna go to YouTube, type it in, and see if it, because that might be the easiest thing to do. Why overcomplicate things? Let's see here. Let's see. Is it on the screen right now? Is it this video? How we looking, Tay? If you're there, if you could see this, is it this one at the top with the lady holding the firearm? Or is it where we at? All right. In the meantime, we were talking about Dr. Dre's catalog. So he's got two deals. Two deals are being finalized between Dr. Dre, Shamrock Holdings, and UMG, Universal Music Group, to offload music, earnings, and other assets. And so right now, it looks like they're gonna sell off not a huge amount of the I'm messing it up. Not a huge amount of the catalog, but enough that they say he can make about $200 million. So it's definitely not his whole catalog. It's a portion of it. It also is interesting. It includes some Kendrick Lamar releases. So I found that very fascinating. So they're going to be giving away some Kendrick music in this deal, which is interesting. But it's massive recording of The Chronic, which is going to be about 25% of what they're buying. So he's gonna make about $200 million. They say they made the pitch on the deal for $250. So I take $200 million, and he's already probably worth like $400. So his family's family is set for the rest of their lives. I'm still waiting on the Tay joint. I don't know what's going on. If it's this one at the top, let me know, Tay. I don't know if this is it. Warlords, I see at the top. I want to play it, but I want to make sure I get the right song going. So we're gonna keep going off the rotation. Yeah, it should be at the museum. I agree. Who knows why he's selling it? I know he had that very aggressive situation with his I think his baby mother or his ex-wife, excuse me, not his baby mother. They were married for a period of time. And that got really ugly. He lost a lot of money on that. So that could be why. That stuff ain't easy. Let me see. I'm looking for the homie right here. Remid at Yo Bank. This is another one that was sent to us off of Instagram, and I don't have the guy's name up here. I should have. I had it. I don't know what happened to it. Let's get into this. This is Remid Instagram recommendation right here. I'll find out the name of the guy who sent it shortly. This is called At Yo Bank from Remid. Let's check it out. I think Remid was the guy that sent it on Instagram. So there you go.
I'm at your bank, I'm at your bank, I'm at your bank. He think he was keeping all his water, nah, he ain't. That shit ain't not safe. It's up in the state. Fuck it, do him, had to talk about him like a lake. Doesn't hurt my stomach, go back home and eat a steak. Do you like my recipe or have a slice of cake? Do you like the taste? I'm hoping this shit great. I made it with the 8. Doing grimy on the day. Motherfucking ride, while it with his chain. Then I smoke his chain. Units up out the plane. Hey, I feel like Jay. I feel like Pablo. Fucking I need a cane so I can stop mouth.
All right, that's bad. That's not good. That's not. And really, because it sounds like you didn't put any effort into it. Lame. The microphone quality, I could tell in that is pretty bad. The recording space that you recorded in was pretty bad. We couldn't really hear you. And it sounds like, and if I'm being completely honest, it sounds like some suburban dudes trying to be thugs. Like, if you're from the suburbs, you're from the suburbs. It's okay. Just own what you are. And you guys may be some thugs. I'm not trying to get shot or get into a beef. I'm just saying the way it sounds, I don't believe it. All the stuff you're talking about, I don't believe it. And that's the biggest problem. I was talking earlier about about the homie Wanye, and I believe it. You know, we played Taze Joint earlier. I believe these guys. If I can't believe you, there's no chance. It's like being an undercover cop, man. If they don't believe you, they're going to blow your brains out, man. So come correct. Let's play this guy out. I'll give a score after this. Let's get into, I got the Taze Joint, so let's get into some better music.
Money mayhem, I make adjustments. Arnold told Jam she loves to suck dick. I am so handsome, so you can touch me.
Man, it sounds like you're in 8th grade.
Total destruction. They're just letting me control the.
That sounds like you in the 8th grade, bro. That's something I would have put out. I would have never put that out, if I'm being honest. But that sounds like something I would have put out in the 8th grade. I don't like it. And then the fact that you're letting anybody, you know, in the world listen to this on Spotify, I think it's a bad idea. I'm not saying you should quit. Don't quit. Prove me wrong, but try harder and don't be fake, man. You got sound like 8th graders who, you know, talking about girls. You probably not. I don't know, y'all kids nowadays maybe getting head in 8th grade, so maybe you are. But a lot of y'all kids are just kids. It's okay to be kids, and that's what you guys sound like. I'm gonna go 60 on that. I did not like it. Drop your scores while we get into, like I said, something a little better for my man Tater Crown. That was not a good song. Sorry, fellas. Maybe next time. My man Tater Crown.
The thing that's
Warlords.
a Verbo vacation home.
Give him a thumbs up.
Place to yourself.
Subscribe his channel.
Just you and your people.
Skip the ads. Here we go. 34K views. Ooh. My man's is moving numbers. Big shouts Tater Crown one time.
Same watch you wear, it's the one they come for. Nickel plated Ruger like the one from the gun store. I see niggas front, so we came through the back door. All praises due, pawns move on the chessboards, huh? Minor setbacks when it came to the math. Never lost my handle once when it came to the back. Damn like Randall, changed my name to Shabazz. King to a god is like a Bentley to a Jag, nigga. Tay got the crown, I see my house from the throne. Writing scriptures with these bars, I'm sending shots from my phone. Never slowing down a little, I guess I'm catching my breath. All these rappers not right, so they catching my left. I got Black Dickies, Tim's match to protect. And the last bag of gas got me high as a jet. See, I'm a fruto, Spanish mamacita, big culo. Heavy plate, moving heavyweight like a sumo.
So homie spitting. Kind of looks like Paul George a little bit. Big shouts Paul George. He brought the energy and vibe, the ruggedness to the track early, so I love that. His video is actually shot pretty well too. The cinematography in the video, it's really nice. And I believe you. As we talked about that a lot tonight, I gotta believe you. I believe you. Produced by the homie C1.
Kicking shit, chopping 10 bricks like judo.
Beat is cold.
Serving good shit like menudo. First class bitch, move that ass in the coach though. Nigga just be snapping, overdosing on this dope flow. Pretty motherfucker, why these niggas look fake, yo? Bitch like J-Lo and my baby mama Coco, nigga. You catching feelings while I'm catching these fights. French tip on my bitch when I kiss her goodnight.
I'm your favorite rapper, Nightmare.
Woo!
In the white pin, my neck shining with a light.
That's how you transition to another rapper. That was silky smooth. That was like a give and go and then a dunk on the end of it. That was nice. I like that.
Bitch when I kiss her goodnight.
I'm your favorite rapper, Nightmare. Always in the white pin, my neck shining with a light glare. Bitches say my type red. That's because a nigga nice player. They love the steez of a rhyme set. Purple out of Mendocino. Traffic in the El Camino. All the people think I'm El Padrino. Popping up the speakers, I'm dropping with copper pieces. Don't be calling no police, the copper, no please.
Ooh, wee, this is hard, man. Let's go. Take the crown.
Bet you gon' shit too. Buck 50 slit you. Razor feel like a Ginsu. You don't want the pistol, put it off.
Woo, woo.
You have an attitude problem, don't make
This shit is cold.
I done seen the skinniest fella stuff out a buff nigga. I done seen the scariest nigga take out a known killer. Seen a rich man overdose, he the dope dealer. They always saying they real, let me specify. They really fake, they really all snakes, they really petrified. I stay awake on you hoes, I got an extra eye. I can bake a cake on the stove, over extra pie. I'm up late with the toast, niggas hella tired. I'm overlapping these folks, I can verify it. You ain't never lived it, I done it and stay proving it. 10 case money, the niggas will stay moving shit.
That was cold. Man, that was cold. I loved everything about that. The rapper's confidence, both of y'all rap so confidently, you know. It wasn't overdone. You got good looking ladies in the video, you know what I'm saying? But it's not over the top. It had this real military, and I see paying attention. Y'all made this a whole military kind of feel. You found a spot that looked like it was in the middle of a war zone, a tore up car yard. Everything about it, the high up shots, the rapper's energy coincided perfectly. You know, both these dudes showed up with good, like, you know, it's like when you show up to the, I don't know, I used to play basketball. You show up to the court, you know you're about to win a game. It felt like that. As soon as homie started rapping, I think that was Case Money in the beginning. As soon as he comes on, you're like, oh, it's a problem. You know what I mean? First play of the game, he's dribbling down, dunking. You know what I mean? You know, he's doing a tomahawk, and you're like, oh, this is going to be a long game. That was hard, man. I'm going to go 97 on that joint. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Shouts to homie Tay. Yeah, that was righteous right there, man. It felt so grimy, too. It really had a CNN. It had a Capone Nori feel to it to me. It felt very just hood and kind of thugged out and also militaristic at the same time. That's a cold song right there, man. Shouts to Tay the Crown stopping through tonight, dropping off some heat. Big shouts to the bro. Arizona Zone, Phoenix Zone. Big shouts to them. Yeah, man, that was good. That was a really good way to come up off the last track, you know, because that one was bad. Also, I want to give a shout out to Illinois. You know, it's funny, we're coming off a very military song. I'm not anti-gun. That ain't my stance, but I don't think assault rifles should be sold. I don't agree with that. I don't, unless you have maybe some people with a special clearance. Maybe you go through like a couple years of classes or something. You know, you could set it up to where you have to do extra education. You can't have any kind of thing on your background. There's certain situations where maybe you could earn them to me, but you can't just be giving them out to whoever wants them. That's crazy to me. And so Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, the governor there, and Illinois has a long history of some very corrupt people. And say for president, I second that. You got my vote, bro. Illinois has a long history of cops that do very corrupt things. Going back to Rod Blagojevich, the homie after him. So to have somebody come in there and do that, now it's probably money motivated. There's probably some kickbacks on the back end. But it is good to see that they're not just gonna let anybody grab on it, because there's problems. Things happen. And like I said, I ain't the dude to be anti-gun. I'm not the anti-gun dude, but I am the let's be responsible and keep kids safe dude. So AZ to Cali, safe for presidents. Got my vote, man. Big shouts to Tay the Crown. That was a lot of fun, man. I enjoyed that. Let's get to this next one. This was sent to us by way of my homie P. Louie, local rapper out here in Tempe. Another local rapper. We got Devontae Mack, my man Devontae, Mr. Devontae Mack. Let's get into it as soon as I can find the song. Name of this joint is Playa Forilla. Let's check it out.
I'm a player Forilla. I go gorilla with
Okay, P. Louie on the hook.
when I smash that gas. Eye contact when I tap that ass. Player Forilla. I go gorilla when sipping on liquor. Looking at her, she belong to the acres. Kick to the curb, fade away like a cape. Professor Vanessa, I'm a undresser. Feel like I'm Zach cause she look like Vanessa. Fuck it though, I'll kick it.
Zach and Vanessa.
Camila, Jenna, Ortega, and Destiny. Snow bunnies doing cocaine. I don't fuck with you, I do my own thing.
I don't know what he was talking about with all those references. Zach and Vanessa. Is that Lachey? Or is it Nick Lachey? I don't know who he's talking about in these bars. I don't know. I'm too old.
Vanessa, I'm a undresser. Feel like I'm Zach cause she look like Vanessa.
I don't know what that means.
With some celebrities, Camila, Jenna, Ortega, and Destiny. Snow bunnies doing cocaine. I don't fuck with you, I do.
This is a very Las Vegas song right here.
Taking up both lanes. Didn't know where I was at like the whole way. I'm singing in the whip, spinning up the shits. I twisted up the splits, and I don't wanna kick it, little bitch. Take a hint. I can't fuck with you if you ain't gonna make me rich.
So was that Vontae on the first verse? P. Louie, you're gonna have to tell me. Was that Vontae on the first? Because that didn't sound like him. That's a different sound for the homie.
Playa Forilla. I go gorilla when sipping on liquor. Won't look back when I smash that gas. Eye contact when I tap that.
Hook is cool.
Playa Forilla.
I could definitely see pre-gaming to this before a party.
Her, she belong to the acres. Kick to the curb, fade away like a cape.
Yeah, pretty women love Vontae. She pop the pussy open and she bust it like a gun range. I'm blowing on some fire like I'm rolling up some propane. I'm the one that she admired, got a ride in a jet plane. Beamed up, one drug ain't enough, in the whip left the club.
Vontae always comes. So yeah, that couldn't have been Vontae. That was you in the first verse, huh? You sounded different on that first verse, P. I liked it though. And Vontae comes in smooth too, man. He comes in like he just took the do-rag off, like the butters is fresh.
I was trying to fuck Jada Prince, I'm in the cut with a bitch filling her butt from the mud, and I'm ghetto, so the ghetto show me love. I'm a player for gorilla, I hang with gorillas, them gangsters and killers. My girlfriend's vanilla, allergic to fake and fake chinchilla. I head to the bank, the money official. I'm a player for gorilla.
I like it though.
Go gorilla. Look back when I smash that gas. Eye contact when I tap that.
This ain't bad, man.
I hang with gorillas, them gangsters and killers. My girlfriend's vanilla. Looking at her, she belonged to the acres. Kick to the curb, fade away like a taper.
That's not a bad song right there. It's got the right energy. It has like a Project X feel. If you ever saw Project X or the End of the World type of movie, Hot Tub Time Machine, all of these different like goofy, silly movies that have crazy parties and college scenes, I could definitely see that being played during a party, drinking, taking shots scene. 100% has that kind of vibe to it. Vontae slid on the track well. P. Louis set the table very nicely with the energy. You know, it's probably not going to be my go-to in all situations, but it does have a going out playlist. It has an 18 to 25. I'm still in college, and I still pregame and get drunk before I leave the house, and then we go get drunk some more, we throw up, and then we drink. You know, it has that Katy Perry a hangover montage drunk scene kind of vibe to it. So I'm into it, man. I love it for its marketability. A highly marketable song right there. I'd probably go 88, 87. And for me, I like it from a sales standpoint. You know, I like it situationally. If I'm going out to get it popping for the night, you know what I mean? And I'm hanging around, especially with some Caucasian folk, that is 100% going on. I'm like, listen to my homies right here. This is the dope one. Because it'll definitely get the party started right. But Nate's in the building. What's happening with you, brother? Nate the Great. So like I said, it has that party vibe for me. And it's probably like content-wise and it was still good though. They did a good job with the song. I was gonna say maybe it's closer to 86, but the reality is it's about an 88. I enjoyed it a lot. Let's get into this next one. Sent to us by way of the Instagram recommendations. I asked on my Instagram probably about 3-4 days ago if people had some suggestions of music from artists that they love, but artists that aren't big, popular artists yet. So I got a lot. This right here was sent to me by the homie Av on Instagram. This is himself and Tommy Gunner. Don Lewis, Tommy Gunner. This is Sidewalk. Let's check it out. Got a very West Coast opening on it.
This has its own magic.
We just getting started, nigga, we ain't even finished yet. Hop out, trip retarded, and she get a check. That's your shit, nigga, I done been in that.
Not bad, man.
Go ahead to see me face to face with the talking on the internet.
Very West Coast. Very Nate Dogg.
Enemies like roaches, mash one of them gon' keep coming head off that snake. Only way it's gon' mean something. 2020 something, they ain't learned, still mean much.
So the mix on this is bad. I can barely hear what you guys are saying, you know, and that's gonna be tough. Like, cause even the hook sounded muffled, but I could tell it sounded nice. So I can hear some talent, even in the rapping already. I can hear some talent, but you can't sell this to anybody if they can't hear it.
Talking on the internet, let me find you. Stay on the sidewalk. Got a weak stomach. Enemies like roaches, mash one of them gon' keep coming head off that snake. Only way it's gon' mean something. 2020 something, they ain't learned, still mean much. Talking all that jazz, let it blow till they hear trumpets. Even if it's flag on the play, I'ma still run it. Gotta get that trophy, nigga. I treat that race like
he going though. I like the offset flow.
I need another house and some real estate. Nigga, I been grinding, I ain't missing out no dinner plate. Now with that foo-foo shit, ain't finna play. Feeling neat, nigga, who is you to me? Please, can't you see we in a different league than you? You wanna do a nigga filthy? Drop a bag off and watch his homies pledge. We just getting started, nigga, we ain't even finished yet. Hop out, trip retarded, and she get a check. That's your shit, nigga, I done been in that. Oh, she mine too. Go ahead to see me face to face with the talking on the internet. Don't let me find you. Stay on the sidewalk. Got a weak stomach. Enemies like roaches, mash one of them heaven. Flies all around, boy, this shit different. Money
The
count.
second verse is mixed better.
Big drip, we ain't worried about these hoes. Count all this money.
Delivery is better too. Delivery is almost kind of E40-ish to me, just sort of a little bit more. It's a little darker, a little deeper. Man, I like the delivery on this right here. The first part was just too muffled. It was too quiet. I think there's a lot of talent on this though. Especially the first rapper, the flow was kind of off center. It was kind of off kilter. It kind of came at you in these fast triplets, which were dope, right? But it wasn't mixed well. This verse is mixed better.
Pull up in the road, no bouquet. Legendary stats, no 2K. I'm trying to win, that's why they hate me, nigga. Die being broke, no that's
Legendary status, no 2K. That's pretty good.
like Mr. Spacely in it. 200 on the desk.
Mr. Spacely, I like that. Look like Mr. Spacely in it. Shouts to the old head that know Jetsons. George Jetson. Astro.
Go ahead and see me face to face with the talking on the internet. Don't let me
You hit that super chat if you wait to get the song played.
got a weak stomach. Enemies like roaches, man. One of them keep coming head off that snake on the way. It's gonna mean something.
I'm going right down the list, Nikki, and you submitted a little late, bro, so.
Sidewalk, got a weak stomach. Head off that snake. It's gonna mean something. 2020 something. Still need money.
That was Sidewalk right there, Don Lewis, Tommy Gunner. I thought it could have been a really good song. I think it really could have been a great song. So the second verse was definitely more powerful. It was mixed better. It definitely had a better sound quality to it. The delivery was stronger. I love the hook on it. I love the little 8-bar part after the hook and the tail of the hook. I thought all the rapping was strong. It just was mixed really badly. So because of the mix, I probably got to go about an 84, 83. I think with a better mix, that could get up to like 87, 88. That's not a bad song at all. It's very West Coast. It has, like I said, some of those flavors of the Nate Dogg, the DPG a little bit, mixed with that kind of E40 Bay Area sound. I enjoyed it. I had no problem with it. But I just think that you gotta have a better mix, man. I think you're close on being successful with the mix like that. It's not gonna work. Let's get to this next one. This was sent to me Instagram recommendation from the homie Bronson Jordan Beats. The name of this one right here is OG. This is by Steezy. So he said this is a rapper out of North Carolina, and he put us on game. So let's check it out. Shouts to Bronson.
Bitch, I'm OG. All I do is
Ooh, okay.
up and stay low key. Leave my eyes wide open, bitch. I get no sleep. And if I don't get my hustle on, then I can't eat. Bitch, I feel like 50 Cent back in no beat. Talking through my teeth up, swagger so elite. Bitch, I'm rolling newbies up, bigger than Monique. And she just wanna chew it up, cause she love the steam, cause she love the swag. Put it in the bag.
Very wavy. I don't know who to compare him to. I'm trying to find comparisons. I'm not really landing on anything, but it's got a very wavy feel. I was gonna say kind of like a early Wiz, but I don't know if that's accurate. Who does this sound like to y'all?
And Shawty keep on saying she the best I ever had. Send a phone, Shawty always posting in a mag. She just love my CD, so she treat me like I'm that. Life be going fast. I'm praying I don't crash. I'm focused on my future. I'm not looking in the past. Life be going fast. That's why I'm smoking gas. I just let my money talk and let you do the math. Put your hands up if you smoke, just to maintain. Smoke life back to back, don't need to explain. These niggas switch, acting pussy like a sex change. Some bitches wanna talk, I don't do the X game. You gon' miss out on this deck, bitch. I put that on the set. Stand on every move I make. I live my life with no regrets. Put some diamonds on my neck, fuckers.
So there needs to be a little bit more variety here. It's definitely rider music. It kind of has a currency feel to me too, but the rhymes, the style isn't the same, but the relaxing nature of how he raps reminds me of currency. But I think it's getting a little repetitive now. I was really into it. It really had me laid back, and then I kind of woke up and went, all right, is this going anywhere? So I liked it to start. I like how he's riding the beat. He's keeping it very therapeutic, very relaxed, but it's not really going anywhere.
Just for the flex like Soldier Boy, got sex on deck. I told you, boy, I get that. They say you are what you smoke. Bitch, I'm OG. All I do is count this money up and stay low key. Keep my eyes wide open, bitch. I get no sleep. And if I don't get my hustle on, then I can't eat. Bitch, I feel like 50 Cent back in no bank. Talking
That right there was Steezy, OG. Definitely a good junk. Thanks to the homie Bronson Jordan for sitting that one through. I really like the waviness, the vibiness of it. It had that smokers feel to it. Where you think of Wiz Khalifa, you think of a Currency. To me, it needed to have a change up or another rapper on it. It just lulled me to sleep a little too much. I thought the rapping was solid though. I thought, it wasn't super deep and it wasn't super lyrical, but it definitely had the right tolerance for that kind of a sound. He really understood how to he even knew what to do with the beat. He knew that was a laid back weed smoking beat, and that's kind of what he did with it. For me, I'm gonna go 87 on that one. Let's keep things rolling right now. We got a homie, Instagram recommended. Billy Goo Goo is the name of this artist, which to me, it'll either work or it'll bomb horribly because the name is very, very unique. The name of this joint is October Skies. You can hit him up at Billy Goo Goo Official. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's get into this joint. Hopefully it's a good song. We'll check it out.
My sins are as old as October sky, and there's no surprise.
Not bad.
That I'll do them again. I'm sorry for what
we didn't need the auto-tune. I think it would have sounded better without the auto-tune.
And I'll do it again.
Very atmospheric, though. Very spacey.
I'm holding your hand. Some say it's been paper gold. Others say a miracle. Some say carnal. Others say spiritual. I'm looking being sacrificed to flood over our wrongs, like milk over cereal, flowing like the concept of this song.
So this isn't for me.
We are all attached like umbilical to the facts that the truth is empirical. It's an experience like the.
So I don't like that you went from this laid back, kind of weird, electronic, futuristic kind of sound, and then you start kind of rapping a little bit. I think you got to go with one or the other on here. It doesn't really work. I didn't like when the auto-tune came up. I didn't like where you kind of climbed the scales and it kind of went up. I didn't like that. For what it is, it's okay. It has a very empty feeling, a very desolate kind of feeling to me. And I originally, I thought the vocal was okay. It's a little harsh, but not in the worst way. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Musical generals making the max out of minimals.
All right, we're gonna roll. So you got to go more minimalist style on this. I think you try to do way too much with something that, in full candidness, you didn't have any kind of plan with that song. But you did have this soundscape that felt very desert sky, very futuristic, very it felt like something in the future where you have like air cars and the buildings are like 100 feet tall. It felt very futuristic to me, but I don't think that you had any kind of structure for the song. You had any kind of plans of what to do with the song, which I think caused a lot of problems. Let's get into this next one right now. My man P. Louie, another P. Louie and Vontae Mac joint, man. They've been going crazy. They've been snapping off. That last one was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it for what it is, for the salesmanship of it. It was a great song. Let's check this out. P. Louie and Vontae Mac, Sunset Drive. I like the guitar in there.
Okay, I made it to Palmdale, yeah.
Ooh.
The rich neighborhood.
I like this.
Just know it's all good. Just know it's all good.
Very Wiz Khalifa-ish right now.
Made it to Palmdale, and the money looking good. Finally made it out the hood, and it ain't nothing that they can tell us. No, it's all good.
I love this already.
Propellers like smoking is a professional. Sunset driving you and I.
Oh man!
Now we go out to LA.
Oh my God, this is great. This is fantastic. Oh my God. This is great. Oh, yeah. This is a great song.
Hey ain't much into astronomy. Let me take you to the stars with you. I feel I hit the line. The one you loved and left, love. Wanna ride off in the sunset looking like we hit stop. No mix. You was made to be mine. Took some time, but like someone we grew divine. Now we fine. We can't rewind, so let's recline and fade out with the sun. Ain't no telling where we'll land with you. I'm willing to jump. Made it to Palmdale.
I love this, man.
Good. Finally made it out the hood, and there ain't nothing that they can tell us. No, it's all good. Got everybody jealous.
Yeah, this is a great song, man.
Smoking is a profession.
Yeah, this is cold, man. This is like Nelly with Tim McGraw or something. You know, they got the man Vontae has that country. That's why I say Nelly, because he's got that country kind of sound going on. And I don't know, I don't think he has an accent or anything, but it sounds country on here. And then it's almost like Nelly with the Chainsmokers. If I had to compare it to bigger artists, because P. Louie, I love this side of P. Louie. He's got another song, what am I trying to say? He got another song that sounds like, ironically enough, he has another song that sounds like the Chainsmokers. It's the Chainsmokers remix, and he has that same vocal tone here. It's beautiful, man.
Right now we go out to LA. When you get a little taste, you won't be feeling the.
It's a good song, man.
Follow me, then I'll lead the way, my darling. Sunset driving you and I run away. Says she feel a little gray. Now we go out to LA. When you get a little taste, you won't be feeling the pain.
It's a good song, man. Radio ready.
Calm down. And the money looking good. Finally made it out the hood, and it ain't nothing that they can tell us. No, it's all good. Got everybody jealous.
Yeah, I like this one, man.
Propellers like smoking is a professional.
Sunset driving you and I run away.
You sound beautiful, Paulie. You sound beautiful, bro. Yeah, I like that one.
Follow me, then I'll lead the way, my darling.
Out the Palmdale.
You and I run away. Says she feel a little gray. Now we go out to LA. When you get a little taste, you won't be feeling.
I like this one, man.
Follow me, then I'll lead the way, my darling. Sunset driving you and I run away.
Yeah, that's a good song, man.
Gray, now we go out to LA.
That's a good song, man.
Get a little taste, you won't be feeling the pain. If you follow me, then I'll lead the way, my darling.
Yeah, that's hard right there, man. That's hard right there. I think that's my favorite song of the week right there, man. I think that's my favorite song of the week right there. Man, I think that's my favorite song of the week. I think that's my favorite song of the week. I think that's going to be a rotation for me. It's so fun. I like, now you got to know this about me. I really enjoy music that like is uplifting, that makes you feel good. Because I don't think we make enough feel good music. We make music about being sad, being drunk, being high, being horny. But we don't make a lot of songs about being happy. And y'all, that was just a happy vibe, man. And again, I'm big on marketability. That song is so, y'all need to sell that song yesterday. That is a hit. That can be on the radio tomorrow. That is I'm going to go 98. I'm going to go 98. That's a great song, man. Wow. Y'all crushed it on that one, man. That was, wow. Damn, man. I feel bad whoever's got to come after that. That was a great song. He said, I'm out to Palmdale and the money's okay. Like, it was so happy. And then the sunset, they had all these, the vocals by both artists were really, really nice too. It was mixed well. That's a hell of a song, man. Get that song out there ASAP, man. Big shout out to Vontae Mac. Homies of mine, Vontae Mac, P. Louie. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That joint really did something to me. Let's get into this next one. Instagram recommended. Big shout out to my man Don Montel in the building. Thanks for rocking with me tonight, bro. Sent to us by Yo Beezy SOS. Save Our Souls. I don't know if this is one of the artists from Save Our Souls or not, but they're dope. That first song was cold. It was called Demon Time. That was a good song. This is another one from Save Our Souls. Again, for those of us just joining us, for those of you just joining us, rather, I put a message on my Instagram. Hey, send me some songs from your favorite artists that aren't super big yet. And I came across this gem of a group right here, Save Our Souls. Dope group so far. This is OnlyFans.
down. We done scored that touchdown. Bust down.
This is dope, man.
Fuck it up now. She driving her whip like she own it. New Maserati and we in the hills come up. We smoking, we dragging. No reason to celebrate, but we still fucked up. I know.
The way the music is recorded, the actual effects on the vocals and all that, it gives me a mashup of Future and Drake, like the Drake lightness and the Drake kind of almost whininess with the Future type lyrics and the Future type mix on the. It's very interesting. The beat has been frenetic and all over the place, which I love, and I think it's a very great. The beat with these artists, the juxtaposition of the styles makes it sound really cool.
I'm crazy all the time. I know, you got me fucked up on my mind. Undersleep, pussy on my mind. Every day.
It's also really easy listening on this one, man.
Undersleep, pussy on my mind. Every day. Pray for me, pray for me.
No escaping these days, I'm living in silence and stretching the frames. Pray for me, bitch, ain't no saving me. People to see, places to be, below on the walls, controlling the sheets. SOS demon time. I had her riding the vibes. Big when she look in my eyes. Bitch, you a star, but
The musicalness of all of this, the way this is all coming together, man. You know, I'm a fat boy dreams. This feels like something rich and creamy. You know what I mean? But it still feels like the pasta's light. You know what I mean? It's just coming together. There's so much flavor on this, man. It's like the perfect amount of seasoning. It's crispy. It's
you can't have my soul. This is my life out of control.
Undersleep, pussy on my mind. Every day. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. Undersleep, pussy on my mind. Every day. Pray for me, pray for me. I'm tired of your games. You have no soul. She's getting on to me.
I don't need this. I don't need this part.
She's getting on to me.
This is very Drake-ish. This is very Kanye West-ish as well.
Pussy on my mind.
Pray for me. Yeah, I don't need this extra part right here.
Pussy on my mind.
So I didn't need the end of that song, honestly, but every other aspect of the song was pretty dope. It's interesting because it's music you can listen to, but it's more like background music almost. But it's so well done that it keeps your attention from a production standpoint because the beat is fantastic. Everything is mixed in the things that they can do, not only with the beat, but how they manipulated some of the sounds within the beat, some of the waves, how some of it went up and some of it went down. It was very spacious. It was very theater-esque. It felt very voluminous. I really love that particular song from a composition standpoint is super impressive to me. What they actually did on the song as far as lyrically, but they really styled it up for a contemporary feel. From, like I said, I got a Future. I got toward the end of it, I definitely got that Kanye. A lot of the beat gave me Kanye vibes. So a lot of it was done really well. I was impressed by it overall. I think I would give that one a 92. Because I don't know if I would listen to it all the time. It's not my speed, but I think my wife might like something like that. I think it's very leaning. It leans more toward the females. But that's good, man, because females, they buy most of the stuff, man. Dudes don't buy stuff. We don't grocery shop that much. Most of us don't. I don't. Maybe y'all do. I don't grocery shop like that. Let's get to this next one. This is recommended to me by my homie, Little Getter. She's a homie on the Instagram. She's here local to Arizona as well. I was asking for some songs on the Instagrams, and she sent me a couple of them. This dude right here, I believe she said, is from Pennsylvania. This is Joey Bags. The lyricism is heavy on this one. Peep this. Mama raised me right.
Yeah. Mama raised me right. The world turned me on.
Yeah. My homie talking up a play, a perfect way to get some dough. Can't deal with being broke no more, I'm not your average Joe. Went and got a degree, even tried a 9 to 5. Guess it just wasn't me and shit, it came as no surprise that I started making sales, you know, nickel diamond. The older heads would always try to tell me stick with rhyming, but I'm sick of rhyming noodles, then God deserve finer dining. Naming yarn, red wine, sipping for silver lining. A couple flips, feeling like the man, bagging weed on the couch, panties hanging from fans. No food inside the pantry, but still I could peep the pans. In the kitchen cooking something, but too young to understand. I paid it no mind, try not to fuck up my game. Then my phone started ringing, but had no name on the screen. I answered, like, yo Joey, heard you holding some flame, so I was wondering if you know where to get some cocaine. Mama raised me right, the world turned me cold. Life's a game of cards, it gets harder not to.
Very old school, very storytelling flow. He sounds good though. Vocals are very solid. He's a confident rapper. He feels comfortable in what he's doing. I like the storytelling aspect. It does feel a little dated. I think that's my only real judgment on the song so far. Is it does feels a little older, but it's definitely a good song so far. Definitely a lot of visualization, a lot of imagery in this stuff.
I weathered through the storm and stumbled on a pot of gold. See, these rappers not as sick as me, they're just a common cold. Papa taught me discipline, I just had to observe it. The good been dying young, but if I done to deserve it. Mama raised me right, the world turned me cold. The world turned me, my homie talking up a play, a perfect way to get us paid. I responded that the hardest road to travel's never paved. He replied, no, I got you, dog, but tighter than some braids. Before we get this started, need to know you're not afraid. You see, the game is never meant to be played, it's all charades. A dog-eat-dog world, and I came up with the strays. We were raised by the idols, and the ones that we praised had BBS's on the Benzes, and we live by the phrase, in 10 years. I'm thinking more like 10 days. And if that doesn't work, then I got 10 more ways. Only difference a doctor got is the paper that give him clearance. We're dressing different, you're just comfortable with his appearance. I roam the streets, see junkies shaking their cups. Doctors giving out drugs, but never sit in the cell. Just a slap on.
This isn't bad, so we're going to move on from this. That was Joey Baggs, Mama Raised Me Right. I like the storytelling. For me personally, it's not enough to hold my attention for 4 minutes. The 3-minute, 48-second song, I'm not going to get through the whole thing. I do love the storytelling. I do love the cadence. I love the pace that you picked. Nothing was wrong with the song. It doesn't feel, I think you have to have be a little bit more stylistic with the listeners nowadays. I think sometimes if you just go on kind of like you're telling a story, but it's told in a very, it's not told in a very unique fashion. It's told kind of straightforward. And I think that can cause problems. It's very, and I don't want to classify, I hate putting people in the category with Eminem, but it does remind me the most beat-wise, sonically, delivery-wise, it reminds me of one of them Eminem songs where he takes you through a whole kind of story and it gets a little crazier and crazier. But as you know, at this point in my life, I don't want to hear that. So it doesn't resonate as well with me, but I think from a song perspective, structurally, execution-wise, it's fine. So to say all that to say, I'm gonna go 83. It doesn't really resonate for me. Like I listen to more current music than I do older music. I don't know. Is that true? I think for the most part. So I'm a little bit more attuned to what's out now. But I love the bar aspect. Let's get to this next one. This one was also sent to me from the homie Getta. This is actually somebody from Arizona. Big shouts Fresco. Krusty the Clowns are on it as well. I'm gonna take 5. I'll be right here with you though. Keep it locked. It's your man Bo. It's tomorrow hour. You know.
Check the neck post, these motherfuckers dead inside. I can't decide what's in mine. God protect me not to get close. Chest blows, this energy manifests from my memories. I got enemies wishing upon this death for me. I'm mobbing deep like Havoc and Prodigy. No in between, it's some havoc for the prodigy. Okay, yeah, I'm fitting for survival. Lonesome living got me gripping, searching for that Bible. Is it Young Shane or we got who's next up in the cycle? Can't trust the soul if they don't know what's the life code. Thou shalt not fuck with a youngster, cause loyalty's a bitch when you don't got the paper. Watch you stick around now when you down. Silence in surround sound. Ayo, look who got the crown now. Oh, now y'all want a crowd now. Y'all some Krusty the Clowns now. Chief on the joint with a doink. They gon' clown behind your back, so what's the point? Pull up in a van or a Royce, it's your choice. Getting yours before a dog be the poise. Don't chief on the joint with a doink. They gon' clown behind your back, so what's the point? Pull up in a van.
This is good house party music. this is good underground concert music. You know, if a small venue packed tight with a bunch of people, I think this would go hard live. I think this would be very dope live.
Oh, voice, it's your choice. Getting yours before a door be the poise. Oh, shit.
Bad. It went faster than I was ready for, but it's definitely some boom bap, definitely some old school. Listen to it in the car as you drive. I wouldn't skip it. I wouldn't skip it at all. Good shouts to the homie Getter for sending me a couple joints through. I like them both. You know what I'm saying? I like I think a little bit more variety might have been cool for the homie, but I thought it was fine. You know, it didn't really do a lot for me. It didn't jump off the page as far as his rapping ability, but he was riding the cut with it. He was chilling. It was very controlled, very measured, very paced. It did have a certain feel to it, a kind of darkness almost, a kind of like, you know, coming from the other side of the train tracks. You know, it had a little bit of grittiness to it. I did respect and appreciate that. Shouts to the homie Getter. Shouts to all who've been dropping off songs to me to review. Let's get into this next one. The homie Young Nicky's been waiting patiently. Not sure if he's still here or not. Appreciate you for hanging around to see the review if you're still here. Let's check it out right now. Versatile, the homie Young Nicky. Young Nicky's out of Seattle, by the way. His family is from Louisiana. This one right here is Set It Off. I know. Did we get that cleared? That sample get cleared? Oh, you know what? Let's watch the video. There's a video for this. Let's watch the video. My bad. My bad, dog. Let's get the video on here. Digging and sing, digging on you, baby, baby. Ooh, one of my favorite songs in the world, man. Digging and sing, baby. I'm gonna go listen to that tonight. I love that song. It's a long intro, my dude. The long intro, my dude. Jesus, bro.
Took a few steps and then you told me to stop. Everything that I had in my hands, even my clothes, you told me to drop. Then threw me over your shoulder, just like a G, nobody is bolder. Then marched off like a soldier, making me hold you closer. And on me, hundreds covered the sheets. On me, I'm proud to be with a G.
Nah, this ain't it, fam.
Lost for words, but I got my legs spread out just like a bird.
I'ma pull up in that Regal. Knock, knock till you look through that peephole. Open up, I'll give you what you fiend for. When I'm done, I promise you gon' need more. Got you reminiscing about this deep stroke. You got me reminiscing about that deep throw. And tell them other niggas mind their business. They just mad, they ain't get to hit it.
So I don't love this, man. I gotta tell you. So the minute-long intro, or the almost minute and 30-second long intro is obnoxious. That's obnoxious, man. If you're trying to gain fans, don't do that to people. You got to get to the song much more quickly than that. Honestly, you know, if you hadn't stopped by to get it reviewed, I would have skipped that because that's not it. The first verse was trash. No disrespect to Jenny Tran, but that wasn't good. Both of y'all are rapping really stiff. It's not loose. It's not like, and even when I'm watching you in the video, you look stiff. You don't look comfortable. I think you got to be comfortable, man. You got to be loose. You know, you got to do some jumping jacks, do a backflip, whatever, get yourself loose. Yeah, so far this is bad. I'm gonna play a little bit more.
Street smart and a gentleman, and that's something that you rarely ever get. Don't fake it, you loving the lust. You can sit on my face till you buzz, or you can just sit on the stick. Just make sure you push down on the clutch. Switch gears, full speed, and I'm putting it down like a G. And like Keith Sweat said, make it last forever.
How about you? I'm gonna move on from Young Nicki. I didn't like that at all. And really, it just, you took a classic sample, and it could have been a great song, but it didn't really feel like you felt comfortable with it. It didn't feel like you knew what to do with it. It definitely needed a different rapper on it. And then the long intro, all of that makes it pretty unlistenable. But more than that, it didn't sound mixed very well either. You two sounded very different vocally as far as how it was recorded and what was done to it, how it was treated, and it wasn't good. The rapping wasn't awful, but it just didn't feel on beat. It didn't have any rhythm to it. It felt stiff. So I'm not a fan of it. I still subscribed it. I'm still giving it a thumbs up because I do show love, but I'm not into that one. Send more music, man. Let me see what else you got. And if anybody's here paying attention, give some feedback to the homie. I think I need somebody else to say it besides me. I mean, I didn't like it though. Let's keep things rolling right now. We'll get into some Body Jumper coming up toward the end of the night. Good music tonight, man. The Instagram suggestions were fantastic. That really made me happy because you never know what to expect when you ask for music. But luckily, people I rock with like good music as well. But yeah, man, I'd love to hear more from you, Young Nicki. I don't want to write you off and say, but that wasn't it though. That did not do it for me. Let's get into this one. Body Jumper, Crudes. I think it's Cruds, Wraith V1. Let's check them out.
Show patience, everybody getting wet. I ain't the one to type behind computers, fuck the internet. Spin back, pass the lighter, light his blood like cigarettes. I'm finna do something real stupid, so I might regret. Rob on some street bounty hunters, couple Boba Fett's. Gotta go to church, a couple things I really must confess. I was praying on my downfall, I gotta keep the vest. I'm serving on the block, this ain't
I like his voice.
Playing chess, I know I'm different, that's just something they wouldn't understand. Y'all niggas broke as hell, pockets on remand. Swing the pack, I swing it back, roundhouse kick Jackie Chan. Beam on my
roundhouse kick Jackie Chan.
Oh, we ain't going on no date. Why? Packing pills like a rave. I'm paid, got me shining like the stars on the roof of a rave. I don't play, stay away. I'm a gun for mine, I does it every day. He don't need no reminders. Iron in my waistband, bullet in the chamber. Nigga shook some.
Ain't bad.
Nigga like a kinder. He said she was loyal, then I found her ass on Tinder. I gotta thank the drugs, I was moving on the bender. And if it's about beef, none of my niggas gon' linger. Dismember, remember, big crust got a short temper. Cheddar, someone tell me where's the fucking paper? You see my running, two duffels, big pay. Larry burn my shitty pop out looking like Jack Black.
We need something to separate the flow a little bit. He's got a really good sound. And I don't and I like the raps. The raps feel full. They feel very Southern to me. You said Virginia, that makes sense. They kind of have a big boy kind of feel to it almost. I like it. I like his delivery. The mix isn't as tight as it could be. I want to hear him a little bit more. And the beat is it's just a strong beat. It's kind of loud.
Dirty, this the gloves. I bet he won't come back. I serenade my eyes with gunfire. Now they sky black. Recorded this shit in my living room. This ain't 2-track. And if you ever did me dirty, I'ma get that get back. Believe that. All my street niggas really stay strapped. Big facts. Boy, thought I was joking till it's toe tag.
Very much big boy vibes.
Yeah. Hold up. Fall back.
I like the beat selection. So with a better mix, this is pretty strong. I thought the rhymes were varied. I thought it was kind of a popcorn feel. Like if you've ever heard popcorn popping, like it felt very machine gunnish, kind of with the flow. It felt very strong, nice baritone voice he had. I liked that. I liked it paired with that beat. I just thought the mix was kind of garbage. And he said he recorded it in his living room, so you can kind of tell that as well. But I think with a better mix, that's a great song. I would go 90 with a good mix. I'm gonna go 86 with the current mix. And I did like the rapping. I really did, but the mix needs to be tightened up. And then maybe a little bit of variety. I don't know. I kind of wish it was a female vocal toward the end of that would have took him out. I think that would have really classed it up a little bit. Let's get into this next one from the homie Body Jumper. This is Old Friend. This is a rough mix. Let's check him out.
I see things I thought I'd never see again.
That vocal sounds nice.
I see things I thought I'd never see again. Hello, old friend of mine. You're living free right inside my mind. Hello, old friend of mine.
I like that. Good use of auto-tune right there. That was mixed very well. See, right there, you could really go off with that auto-tune and screw that up. You do that well. And I think you're about to talk about the alcohol or drugs, so it makes me sad to hear what's coming. But it sounds really well done so far. It's very sad boy, emo, kind of new age too. I like it. Yeah, that's nice. Nice vocal. Vocal's nice and soft. I love the pacing on this too. Ooh. I like this one. This is mixed really well. That vocal was pitched up a little bit, it sounds like. But the main vocal on it was it wasn't strained, because if you strain that sounds really bad. But it was clean. That was clean, man. I love the. I've had a lot of great complex music tonight. This song is very complex. The other homies we had, Save Our Souls earlier. Not Sell Our Souls. Save Our Souls earlier also had a lot of complex musicality to their stuff, and I loved it. Melancholy, what up, bro? That new Melancholy is out. Let's go.
I see things I thought I'd never see again. As I stare at the sky, I see things I thought I'd never see again.
The new Sad Boy joint. My man Melancholy. You could definitely make this a club song. Perfect Strangers out right now. My bro Melancholy. That was dope though, man. Yeah, I think that could get Marshmello to remix that. I really love the drums and the kick. I love that. I like that a lot. I think that could be a hit. I really do. Musically, there's a lot done on the engineering and production level that was really sonically pleasing. It was beautiful. I thought you manipulated your voice really well. I thought you had a nice soft tone in some spaces. I thought you went, the tear trickles down. I thought you went up just a little bit in the right spaces. I didn't think you tried to do too much. The auto-tune wasn't too heavy. Everything had a nice touch. It's like a velvet glove on that joint, man. So I really did like it, man. I don't know. My voice got all high suddenly. I really did enjoy it, though. I would go, as it currently stands, I wouldn't mind hearing a sped up version of that. And I think the mix is pretty good. The mix is pretty good. I think I gotta go 95 on that. I like that. I haven't found a lot wrong with it. And there's a lot I like about it. I'm gonna go 95. Drop your scores. Yeah, it's a good song. I can tell you, it was very detailed. I think that's one thing that I really appreciate about when I hear people. I mentioned Save Our Souls earlier. The detail. I love hearing the detail and the engineering and the production. And then you were really smart with how you put the song together. The composition was really good too. Song composition is a big thing, man. I can't get into the counting time and stuff all the time, and I can't get into like knowing exactly what certain parts are called, but I know what it should sound like. So composition for me is a big deal. And the composition of some of these songs is really, it's neat. That's how you know you're an old man. We say the word neat. Yeah, you're an old man. Also, plug for my boy.
It's time to focus.
Plug for my boy Melancholy. Plug on the album right there, Perfect Strangers. Dude is a dope artist and a dope engineer as well. Homie's very good at both. He's talented young man. Yeah, shouts Body Jumper. You've been putting out some good music, man. It's been very nice to have you come through these streams and bless us with some good music. Let's get into this last one, Rusty Oldtimers. Rusty Oldtimers discovered us like a year ago, and every now and then he'll trickle in. It's the last song of the night unless somebody else has something. You can email it to me quickly. Other than that, I'm going to hop off here and go spend some time with my 2-month-old. Let's get into this right now. Rusty Oldtimers Gets Us By.
Focus on what you do best. So go to Wix.com/dropshipping.
Rusty Oldtimers.
Your
A
business
little bit of country funk.
platform that takes care of every
They're from North Georgia. Just two old friends making a little music.
products and connect to your
Send it through, bro. You know I got you.
Stranded in the road. Started waving traffic by, thinking God that I ain't high, and I need to call to have that sucker told. Well, I caught around in the dash, it's just a little bit of stash, and it was reeking like a skunk that just been here.
So Rusty Oldtimers dropped this song off, like I said, about a year ago. And it's actually it's a new Melancholy. No, this is Rusty Oldtimers. But they dropped off so this song is about him driving home from somewhere with a bunch of like a pound of weed on him. And he got pulled over, or he got into an accident. But luckily, the tow truck towed the car before the police could get there. So it's actually kind of a dope story. The instrumentation is dope, too. So it definitely has like Western Night. Yeah, send one in, bro. You good. It definitely has like a Western Night, kind of like a country bar kind of feel, live music. I like it though, personally. I liked it when I first heard it. I still like it now. You know, the actual song, I don't know that I pay so much attention to, but I love the instrumentation on it. It's fun. You know, get a little head nod. Oh, look at my man. Oh.
His best friend came up to me. They saw my situation. Now I'm back out on riding free. And I'm thankful that my family is watching over me.
All right, man.
Even when we don't see eye
Watching your stories live, Melancholy. All right, that right there was Rusty Old Timers. I like that joint, man. If that came on and I was out, I'd be tapping my foot, bobbing my head. That's not bad. If I could line dance, somebody line dance to that joint right there. Rusty Old Timers, man. Shouts to the gang. Let's get into this next one. Polar Opposites, Misery Needs Company, featuring our boy Melancholy. The bass makes me want to start chain smoking cigarettes. Yeah, it's definitely a rootin' tootin' good time. Sad boy specialist right here. Melancholy, Polar Opposites, Misery Needs Company.
Don't call my phone like you love to.
What you want?
You say you loyal, that's the song that you try to be. Build the ships in the mud, washed it off. I used to see you as forever, now we enemies. It's not the same when you around, it's what you do to me. When I have time, all I was make believe. My heart ain't in it ever since you lost your love for me. Cause your misery needs company.
You ain't the best I ever had. You ain't the worst I could've done. Should've known you the type to never last. I'm sick of love in the form of Birkin bags, but I hope you kept them motherfuckers packed up. You like to walk around like you a whole snack, but you ain't nothing but a sack lunch. You might just bad luck. Not spin on this.
My man Melancholy in his bag early. Said you walk around like you a snack, but you ain't nothing but a sack lunch.
Days just came and went. Don't know what to do or what day it is. You knew my heart was made of glass, but still try to see how many pieces you could break it in. Know a lot of people wish that I was different. Fucking figures, shit. Even my mama begs me to read the scripture and be a Christian, just like she pictured. But no, this world is crazy. I thought that life was full of open pages. If happiness is contagious, how they end up immune? They say to talk about your problems, how they end up immune. My problems, I can't.
Did you mix your verse on this, Melancholy? Because you went kind of light toward the end. I feel like your voice started to fade away a little bit. I don't know if that was intentionally done. Let me go back. But it sounded like your voice, like you backed up from the microphone almost.
What day it is. You knew my heart was made of glass, but still try to see how many pieces you could break it in. Know a lot of people wish that I was different. Fucking figures, shit. Even my mama begs me to read the scripture and be a Christian, just like she pictured. But no, this world is crazy.
I like him mixing in what his mama tells him to do. That's dope, man. That's a little personal touch. I like that.
That life is full of open pages. If happiness is contagious, how they end up immune? They say to talk about your problems, how they end up immune. My problems, I can't really decide. It's like I blink to my small circle.
I need to hear you more right here.
Tell them man to send me a sign, don't pray a lot, but I swear I ain't getting any of mine. I grew up on that country grandma tucking hammers, fuck the fly, but always had some fucking manners. Cops don't.
And I can't hear this part as well. I don't know what happened to the second half of this mix on your verse. The second half of this, I don't know what happened, but like I can hear you and like you got really passionate and you started going up, and I needed to hear that a little bit more. Now you got this part coming in where it's like it's layered very intricately and it sounds good, but it can sound so much better. Okay, yeah. I need that second half to punch. That second half has to really hit me in the face. We're gonna go back through that. I like this. How much I like this so far.
Fucking figures, shit. Even my mama begs me to read the scripture and be a Christian, just like she pictured. But no, this world is crazy. I thought that life was full of open pages. If happiness is contagious, how they end up immune? They say
yeah, see, this has got to go up. It's got to go up.
I can't really decide. It's like I blink to my small circle.
Yeah, it's got to be loud right here.
Tell them man to send me a sign, don't pray a lot, but I swear I ain't getting any of mine. I grew up on that country.
Yeah, this got to be thicker. Maybe more reverb? I don't know. Ooh, it's hard though.
Space for the work inside. Can't help but think you showed your true colors at the perfect time.
Call the phone like you love to want from me.
What you want?
You loyal, that's the song.
Woo!
Try to
Build the ships in the mud, washed it off.
Now we
It's not the
enemies.
same when you around.
Look at that Justin Timberlake feel to it. Yeah, I like this, man. Woo! It's a good song.
What you call that? Heart broke, but I'm probably gonna call back. You was low for a minute when I spit racks. Now I'm giving you a limit to be on track. Got a man feeling timid when he round you. Many years was committed, damn, I'm really caught up in it. Felt like wicked.
You smart healer with it, real ones don't admit it. Giving brain more than showing it in AP. Get it wet like the now with no AP. When I get it, I will never let it make me. I don't send no bitches here, they don't phase me. Oh, you really want to date now? Fuck what you say now. Stay on the playground, ride on the Greyhound. Don't need a read. Found close my eyes, talk to him, so my crack counts.
Whose verse was that? Yeah, your verse was long, but it was great. You just got to tighten that mix up because that verse is this is exceptional. Who was that on that last verse though? That's crazy.
Washed it off for me.
Now we enemies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he did his thing. I don't think he bodied you though. I don't think he bodied you because you have so much depth to your verse, but it's just not mixed well. His verse is mixed better than yours for sure. If you tighten up the mix on yours, and like I said, that one part you come in, it's got to really go up. It has to swell when you go into that one part where you start taking off going fast. It's got to start to feel bigger, and it's got to feel even bigger when you come back in with the part that you layered, the melodic part. That's got to feel soup. That's got to feel like IMAX big right there. And that's a great song though. Like that's hard, man. I went first. Look at him. He's like, no. There's reasons. No, I don't think you got bodied. I definitely think dude went crazy. That's for certain. I don't think you got bodied by any stretch of the imagination. That's a good song though. As it stands right now, that's a 92 for me. So you clean up that mix. That's close to 100 for me. I really, really, really like that song. It's got that club feel. It's got that sad feel. It's got that aggressiveness. It's almost like one of them parts in a movie where the two people start having angry sex. That's what that kind of reminds me of, which is probably a weird analogy after I'm saying out loud and listening back to it. But that's what it makes me think of. It has the ups and downs, the all over the place, the crazy, the fiery. It has a lot of those emotions. So I don't know if that was like, I'm not gonna watch this anymore. He says things that are just they're uncomfortable. Great song, man. Excited for more of your stuff, man. Go peep Perfect Strangers right now. I'll be posting mini clips of this song to come, and I'll be pushing that because that's dope. Let's get into this last song of the night, man. This right here is the homie Nexus, produced by Jado Styles. I feel bad for you, Nexus. You're coming behind a hot song. Hopefully you can take us out on a high note. It's been a great show tonight, man. Shouts to my peoples that have been rocking with us. This right here is Josiah Tech. Are you going by Nexus now, Josiah? This is Livid, produced by Jado Styles. Shouts to everybody rocking with us tonight. London's Grimiest, Body Jumpers in the building, Rusty Old Timers, FF from 6'5", Tater Crown, Wanye, all the gang, man. Johnny came through, Unpraised King, big shouts. Adrian McPhee, Adrian G. Yeah, man. Don Montel, as always, I appreciate you, thug.
Wanna talk trust, never heard herself talk. Draw my future line, her body in chalk. I ain't there when she pull up on a block, but my homies got my back till the bitch take a walk. And she all about cost, now I'm making her pay. Taking her a loss, get the fuck out my way. She thinks she was boss and her pussy was slay. Get that from another bitch on any other day. And if all gets the same, then why she act different? Telling their friends I don't ever listen. Third eye open, I'll lose my vision to a bitch who believes she makes the decision.
So it's almost like you rapping too close to the mic. It sounds thick, sounds thicker than it should. Also, excuse me. You're also not really on beat. You're kind of drawing past the margins. If you were coloring, I remember when I realized I was a little worried for a while because my daughter used to like, most kids they draw outside and then you realize they get smarter. They start drawing inside the lines. Right now, it feels like you're just kind of doing this. You're just scribbling all over the page.
And her lost, get the fuck out my way. She thinks she was boss and her pussy was slay. Get that from another bitch on any other day. And if all gets the same, then why she act different? Telling their friends I don't ever listen.
It doesn't feel like you practiced the song. It feels like you wrote it. It feels like you got in the booth angry too. You're like, I'm getting this off my chest. Instead of like taking your time with it, really, really memorizing it and having a rhythm to it.
Third eye open, I'll lose my vision to a bitch who believes she makes the decision. Who the fuck is she kidding? Now that I'm living, about to tell her friends.
It's like that angry incel rap.
So now I'm kidding, but my words are bullets and I spit with precision. All her name women, what she about? Gold digging bitch, just only wanted clout. With all that dick she sucked when I was out, because she didn't give a fuck what came out her mouth. But I wanted a bad bitch. Now she average, thought shit was a classic. When we had it, now my heart's going dark, no longer passive. Let me talk to you. I don't have time for lies or time to try and decide.
You got to take your time, bro. You got to take your time. You know, like I said, it sounds like you were mad. It sounds like you were angry trying to get this off your chest. I wouldn't have released this song personally. It sounds like it was a therapeutic thing for you, which is great. I'm all for going in the booth, letting your heart out, and just leaving it there. But you should have left this one here. It doesn't sound mixed very well. It sounds like you recorded on top of it, like you were yelling into the mic. I do that sometimes too. It's a hard habit to break. But it just doesn't have any real marketability. If I was listening to you for the first time, this wouldn't be a very good showing.
What is wrong or right? I'm tired of fights, I'm tired of sight. For me being so tired, the whole fucking entire night. I don't know how to express it. Real love can be so depressing. And I know I've done things in the past that led up to this shit. I don't know how to accept it, but it's fine now. I'm back on the clock's job.
It also sounds like you're still finding your voice. You know, listening to the song, it doesn't sound like you're completely comfortable with what direction you want to go in. And just try to avoid rhyming just to rhyme. You said something earlier, the shine, the pine, the sign, find the sign. It was very lyrical, miracle, spherical.
So depressing, and I know I've done things in the past that led up to this shit. I don't know how to accept it, but it's fine now. I'm back on the clock's job, wasting any of my time now. I was always feeling low, now I got the high ground. Bitches ain't shit in my town, and I don't know how to express it. Real love can be so depressing, and I know I've done things in the past that led up to this shit. I don't know how to accept it.
Yeah, I would just say, for my own personal taste, you gotta break the phrases up a little bit. This happy time to walk time to sign and it just sounds like a lot of noise instead of actually hearing. It's almost like you gotta have more of a conversation, but the conversation has to be broken down lyrically. It doesn't feel like you wrote a bunch of stuff on the page, you went in, you rapped it real fast, and you just tried to get through the track rather than feeling the track, rather than kind of having a synergy or a oneness with the track. It sounded like you were just kind of rapping at it. You know what I mean? You gotta feel out how it's supposed to feel rhythmically. How's it supposed to sound? You know, you have to find the best cadence, the best approach that makes you sound good. And that wasn't mixed very well, so that makes it even more important that you sound good. Because if the mix is bad, at least if you have a bad mix over a good recording, that's going to work out well. But when you sound muffled in the recording, you're on top of the mic, you're yelling into it, and you're not taking your time, I think you got to do a lot more practicing before you record verses and make sure that they sound good, man. You got to have somebody to tell you the truth. I hope y'all bring y'all music here for me to do that. And with this, I would tell you, take your time, breathe a little bit, break your raps down into smaller pieces. You got a lot of stuff coming out your mouth all at once. And I think that's really makes it hard to focus on rapping clearly, enunciating, and then you got to take a little bit of the emotion out of it. I didn't love that one, but I don't think it's not salvageable. I think you got to keep working. Please keep bringing me your music. I'll give you the honesty that I think you may need. That's it, man. ESMR Hour is now done. Thank you for sending all the songs through. Shouts to the gang who sent me Instagram recommendations. I'm here next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. I will see you, gang. Appreciate y'all. Much love.